afternoon, ma'am.
So, we are in the topic of accident related disasters. So, what is meant by disaster? What are the reasons for facing disasters? Whether they are natural hazards, natural disasters which is occurring by nature itself, or the disasters, are there any other uh, reasons where we are facing certain disasters? So few disasters behind, even human beings are also held responsible for that we already discussed in the previous session. So under the zone of accident related hazards or disaster, we discussed about the disaster which is occurring on the roads, that is nothing but through road accidents. Okay, already we discussed very clearly about road accidents and what kind of rules we have to follow, do's and do nots we discussed, and who are supposed to ride a vehicle on the road and who are not supposed to drive the vehicle. That all everything we discussed. Okay, so that is one of the accident related disaster is road accidents. Now let us go with the second one, which is rail accident. What it is? Rail accidents or rail hazard or disaster. In earlier days, in olden days, railway journey is said to be very safe journey. People used to assume like that, out of all the transport, out of all the type of journeys, railway journey will be so safe and secured. Because in those days, the speed of train will be slow, the population is also very low, and at the same time, the distance of one place to the another place is also very low. So, due to all these reasons, in earlier days, the people used to assume that railway journey is a very safe journey. But probably when population is increasing, when India is extending, one of the largest transport system in India is said to be railway system. So mode of transport are different types of mode of transport are there existing all over the world. When we are talking about especially our country, that is India, railway transport is said to be the largest transport. What it is?
Largest
Largest
transport.
transport. And even the employees also existed in the same department. Most of the people are secured jobs in the railway department, that is which is said to be a largest department, that is railway department. Okay, so now and then we are even able to hear the rail accidents. It was increased to some extent in India. So the accidents which is occurring by rail in India is increasing day by day. So the reason behind that, as we discussed in the earlier sessions, that for every disaster we cannot blame only nature here. Only because of nature the disasters will not occur. If any other disasters are facing by the people in the society, somehow or the other, at one point, even human beings are also held responsible for such kind of disasters. Okay, so we discussed in various ways. Okay, if any person is losing their life, it is not only affecting his own family, but also it shows a great impact or great effect even on the nation's income also. That is GDP, nothing but gross domestic product. So in the year 2000, it was decreased to 3%, and in the year 2006 also, some measurements have been taken by the government to get rid of the accidents, whether it is road or rail or whatever it is. Okay, so here, why the rail accidents are increasing day by day in India? What is the reason behind that? Reasons are many. The utmost reason, one of the important reason is lack of poor maintenance. Lack of poor maintenance. Poor maintenance in the sense of what? It means the railway people, those who are working in the department, they have to check the track of the rail then and there itself. Every moment they have to check whether the stones are sufficient or not, whether track is in a proper track or not, is there any distraction or any track is deviating from his own place or from its own place or not. This is the responsibility of the railway people to look after. Every moment, every second, they have to check the railway track. And sometimes, due to some sabotage, did you ever heard this word? Sabotage? Sabotage means nothing but, in Telugu we can call it as Desha Vidroha Charyalu. Few Naxals and terrorists are there. Okay. So somehow or the other, they want to collapse, they want to damage the nation. Damage the nation, whether in the form of losing human life or whether damaging the property of a nation. In any cause, in any way, the people are there to spoil the environment, spoil the property, and they are here to spoil the human's life also. So this sabotage means nothing but the group of people, even these people will arrange few bombs in the middle of the track and without any notice, without any notice of others. Okay. So when train is moving on such track, it will blast like anything. There a huge human loss will be occurred. So that is also one of the disaster by the human being. Okay, so lack of poor maintenance. Lack of poor maintenance, already we discussed that the if they did not maintain properly the track system of railway, so probably the accidents will occur. In such case, let us go with one real incident which was happened in the year 2006. In the year 2006, one rail accident was happened, and because of that accident, lot of human loss also was happened due with that accident. So in the year 2006, in the state of Bihar, Bhagalpur district, there was one old bridge was there with the name of Ulta Pool. What is the name of this bridge? What is the name of this bridge?
Ulta Pool.
Ulta Pool. And you know how many years back this bridge was constructed? Nearly 150 years back. Nearly 150 years back, this pool was constructed with the name of Ulta Pool in Bhagalpur district in the state of Bihar. So what happened, under this bridge, railway track was there. So due to old age also one of the reason, and due to poor maintenance also one of the reason, whatever the reason, one day this bridge was fell down exactly by the time one train was moving on the track. So the bridge was collapsed, completely damaged, and that bridge was fell down on the running train. So
Okay.
there a big loss of human life, and also trains are there to carry some products also, like, okay. So here, to get rid of certain accidents, even railway department are not supposed to carry few products which causes fire, in other word we can call it as inflammable products. Ante నిప్పుని తొందరగా గ్రాస్ప్ చేసుకోగలిగే ప్రొడక్ట్స్ ఏవైతే ఉంటాయో, లైక్ కోల్, ఆయిల్, దీస్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ప్రొడక్ట్స్ should not be carried even in trains also, which is very danger for human life. There will be a great loss to the human life and at the same time even other property also. So when the constructed pools or whatever, when if any bridge has become very old, either they have to maintain properly or they have to close that way, or else they have to distract or deviate the railway track under that bridge. Either they do that thing or they maintain properly. So because of this negligence, whether it is an older pole or the lack of maintenance, poor maintenance, or negligence by the concerned people, the loss was happened. The loss was happened, and that bridge was fell down exactly by the time one train is moving, and with that accident, lot of huge human loss was occurred in the year 2006. Okay, so to get rid of such accidents, what we have to follow, like in road accidents in previous session, we discussed very clearly do's and do nots. Being as a human being, being as a person, no matter how old you are, no matter whether you are a female or male, if anything matters a lot, you're safe. Your life is matters a lot. And to make your life in a safe and secured manner, there are some rules and regulations framed or designed by certain people where we have to follow as a citizen of India, which gives safe life to you and even to others also. Okay, while traveling on the road, what kind of rules you have to follow, where you have to stop, where you have to cross the road, where you have to walk, sorry, where you have to walk, and what kind of persons are not supposed to drive the vehicle also, that also we read very clearly in the previous session. In the same way, when accidents, as we discussed, accident related hazards, disaster, the disaster may come in the form of road accident, the disaster may come in the form of rail accident, the disaster may come in the form of air accident also. Okay, so already we discussed about the road accidents very well. Nearly 80,000 of the people are losing their human life in India. When compared to all over India, it was increased to 13%. The death rate is increasing day by day. When survey has been made by the government of India all over the world, 13% of the people are losing their human life. And when such a great loss is happening in the society, probably and obviously it is showing a great impact even on GDP also. That is about road accidents. Now we are discussing, we are talking about rail accidents. So rail accidents also more or equal to that. More or equal to that. As I said, if any person is losing his own life, it is not only a great loss to his own family, but also it is a great loss even to the nation also, because he is working for the nation. He is generating some revenue to the government. So if one person's life ends with any unknown situation, in any accident, it affects in both the ways. It shows great impact, it shows great effect even on the nation also. So here what I mean to say, if any disaster is occurring in the society, not only we have to blame nature, even human beings are also more or less equal to that. Okay, now let us know what are the safety measures to take while traveling by train. Okay, but even as I said, the public are very foolish. They wanted to do as according to their wish. They won't think about their own life, and also at the same time they won't take care about others' life also. Probably when you are making a journey, you have seen n number of times, because this is a common fact and a common thing where everyone will experience in their own life. When the track was built on the road, in between the road, when time has come to move the train, obviously the gates will be closed before 10 15 minutes, if I'm not wrong, or else 5 10 minutes, let us take. Okay, so railway station people will get the information that within so and so minutes, within so and so time, the train is going to come to reach the station. So before that, what will happen, the track, if it is, fortunately it is there, unfortunately it is built onto the road, the gates will be closed. So what these people will do, I think what they'll do. Even after closing the rail gate also, the people will get down from their vehicle and they will bend in front of the gate and they will cross the road. Is it
Yes.
a clever point or a foolish point?
Foolish point.
Foolish point. All of a sudden, if train will come, what will happen? Obviously, because karta karma kriya, we are the responsible for our own life. Everything is in our hands, whether to spoil or whether to save our life. To keep in a safe manner, everything depends upon our hand only. No one will be there to guide. If you are a small child, obviously your parents and your teachers and whomever elders are there in your family, they will teach you, they will guide you what to follow and what not to follow. When you are an elder person, after coming to a certain stage, when you are said to be an adult, so it should be in your mind how you have to behave and how you have to lead your life. You should know your life, how to lead. Okay. Even being an educated person also, being a matured person also, if people are behaving in such manner, by even after closing railway gates also, if someone is going under the gate, what it is? మీ చావు మీరే కొని తెచ్చుకుంటున్నారు. Nothing else. Okay, so here the way road transport people frame the laws or rules or whatever they design, in the same way railway department also framed certain rules where we have to follow without any hesitation. So what are those rules? What are those rules? Let us see here. At railway crossings, pay attention to the signal and the swing barrier. Okay, so one barrier will be there. You have to look after. If the gates are closed, you have to wait until the train will go from there. If not, you are the held responsible for your own life. So you have to follow and you have to so patient in some places, which is very very important to save your life. Okay, so one of the important point, what it is, near the railway gate you have to wait for some time when gates are closed. Next, in case of unmanned crossing, get down from the vehicle and look to both the sides of the track before crossing the track. Sometimes what happens, the rail may get later. 10 or 15 minutes before, these railway people will close the gates. And due to some reasons, maybe some late maybe occurred by the train also. So if you want to cross the track also, first and foremost important thing, you have to check both the sides of the track. You have to check both the sides of the track, then you can cross easily, then you can cross safely. Sometimes what happened, tracks will change in between. One track with the another track will change automatically. There will be a chance even to struck your leg in between the tracks also. Then definitely no one can save you. In such situation, in such scenario, no one is there to save your life. Straight away, you'll go to hell or heaven according to your things, what you did in your life. Okay, so few things are there where you have to follow very clearly to save your life. In front of our eyes, if someone is losing their life, how did you feel? How did you feel? Let me know. How did you feel? Some, take for example, I'm taking a lesson. Okay, one reason or the other, if I die in front of you, how would you feel? You feel very bad. And sometimes the scene which you have experienced, you will shiver like anything.
Yes.
You will be shocked like anything. For another few days, you are, even after trying a lot to come out of that trauma అంటే ఏంటి, ఆ భయంకరమైన సిచ్యుయేషన్లో నుంచి, if anything unknown situation happened in front of you, if someone is moving in the blood on the road, it is very horrible to experience that situation. Okay, so better don't try to bring such kind of situation. If you find any kind of person by facing such kind of accident or any situation, try to react. Instead of reacting, if you respond in time, then you will be one of the person who is saving one's life. Okay, so don't ever try to bring such kind of situation where the hardly human life is one of the best life comparatively to all other lives, and hardly we are getting only one life to survive. So, my dear children, try to frame your life in such a way where you can enjoy your life. Disasters also, few problems also we have to face, because when we are habituated with only peaceful life, at the same time even you have to face the difficulties also in your life, so that you can be so stubborn. You should be ready to face any kind of situation, if at all any unknown situation or coming in front of you. Okay, so here these two rules you have to, if you are crossing the railway track, just try to check both the sides, and when railway gates are closed, have some patience, wait for some time. Once if the train was left from that place, then slowly you can cross the road, cross the track. So these are the two main points where you have to follow particularly, and which is very very important. And let us discuss, let us focus which, what are the do nots. Okay, don't get try to underneath the closed signal barriers and cross them. The first important point I mentioned very clearly. When the gates are closed, don't try to bend in front of the barriers, and don't try to cross the track. That is one of the point you should not do. Don't stop the train on a bridge or tunnel where evacuation is not possible. So here, few things you have to follow very clearly, where you should not do certain things. Okay, unnecessarily don't try to stop the train. Unnecessarily don't try to stop the, how the people, how you will stop the train? Some people will be there, those who are traveling in train. Okay, they are pulling the chain. What I said, one of the point which you should not follow, that is, you should not swing your body out of the train. As we are observing many people, most of the people, they are even though if place is sufficient, place is not there in the train or even in the buses also, they'll have a space to put only one foot on the space, and rest of the body will swing out of the train, which causes very very danger for them, and you are not supposed to go like that. And next one, don't smoke in the train. If you see anyone doing so, you can request them not to do it. Okay, so one of the major and important point is, you should not smoke in the train while traveling. As a responsible person, uh, or else as a responsible citizen of India, if you find any person is smoking in train, immediately, without any hesitation, you can stop that person not to do so. Okay, you have every right to warn that person, do not smoke in the train. Even after giving a lot of instructions also, if that person is not listening, just try to inform to the ticket collector, he will look after. He will look after. So if you find certain people while traveling in train, if any person is smoking, just try to stop them or warn them not to smoke in the running train. That is also, you should not smoke. Okay, that is also one of the major point you have to remember. Then don't walk across the railway tracks, use the footbridge to change platforms. Okay, some people, what they will do, platforms will be there, one in between both the platforms, railway tracks will be there. Okay, so each and every train will come and stop on certain platforms, and railway announcements continuously they'll announce that so and so train is coming and stopping on the so and so platform. So few people, what they'll do, instead of taking a big round to cross to go on to the next platform, just they will get down onto the track, and they will walk onto the track, and they want to go to the other platform, which even causes a very dangerous situation for the people. This is all what, behaving in indisciplined manner. Behaving in indisciplined manner. When there is no discipline, obviously certain things will happen in your life. Okay, So when two different platforms are designed, if you want to go, even uh, escalator also will be there to go easily, for steps will be there, you can go, you can use like anything. But people are mad, people are foolish people. What they'll do, they'll get down from one platform and they'll go on to the railway tracks and they'll go to the other platform, which is very very wrong, which is absolutely not safe for your life. Without our notice, many things will happen. As I said, కళ్ళు మూచి తెరిచే లోపల జరగరాని జరుగుతాయి. Okay, so that is also one of the point. Next, don't touch objects which are suspicious. Never play on the tracks or in the railroad yards. Railroad cars can move suddenly and unexpectedly. So here, if you find any suspicious things on the railway tracks, suspicious means what? What is the meaning of suspicious? అనుమానాస్పదంగా కనిపించే వస్తువులు ఏవైనా ఉంటే, as we talked about sabotage, desha vidrohaka charyalu, bomb will be placed in a tiffin box or in any suitcase, any kind of, they can put anywhere, even on the track or in the toilet of a train or in the under the seat of the train in the form of a tiffin box or bag or whatever it is. If you suspect, if everybody moved from their places, if any luggage is left over in the train, or if you find any suspicious thing on the track, you are not supposed to touch that, because the people will set the alarm. If you touch that box, immediately it will blast. Immediately that box will blast and there causes a great human loss. So these are all the disasters, these are all the points where you have to follow and which you do not follow is clearly mentioned. Being as a responsible person, if you keep yourself in a safe manner, others also will be, rest of the life also will be safe. First, your life is important for you. Okay, then you have to, if you are keeping your own life in a safe manner, then equally you are keeping others' life also in a safe manner. In both the ways, you have to. So, my dear children, whenever holidays are coming, maybe your parents are planning somewhere to go. Now Christmas holidays are coming, summer holidays are there, so many holidays are going to come. Okay, if your parents are planning to make a travel, to make a journey to any other place, so try to remember all my points, what all the points we discussed, the mode of transport, how you are going. Maybe you are going, nowadays everyone are moving in their own vehicle. It doesn't matter the mode of transport, how you are going, where you are going. The matter which is important, that how you are making a journey in a safe manner and secured manner or not, to look after is your responsibility. Don't get down from the bus, from running bus. Don't swing your human body, half of the body out of the train or out of the bus, and don't try to touch the unknown things which are looking as suspicious. Okay, so if you follow all such kinds of rules and regulations which is framed by the government, then everyone will be safe and secure. So this is the second point what we discussed under the heading of accident related disasters. One is road we completed, the other one is rail department also we completed. The next one is the next disaster what we are going to place is air disaster. What kind of accidents will occur through air? Okay, in air or on air, we'll discuss in our next session. And today's task is, after going home, please kindly revise the lesson till what we completed today. Okay, thank you.